Live Q&A, so hope everyone's doing well and wherever you are, you're staying healthy and safe. So let's take a look. What do we got here for today? All right, so first question is, for burn the last bit of fat on the lower abs, what do you suggest? Training, supplementation, nutrition. So the first thing when it comes to the fat on the lower abs is you want to make sure that you're taking care of your stress. So making sure you're getting adequate amounts of sleep being the number one thing I would suggest. And then after that, making sure you're getting enough water and ensuring that your body's getting and taking care of its detoxification pathways. So by this, I mean ensuring that you're getting adequate amounts of fruits and vegetables, as well as adequate amounts of amino acids, so protein in your diet. A lot of people neglect this. Now, this question is coming from Giuseppe over in Italy, so I know he's not having to worry too much about the having too little protein, but one thing that to take into account is ensuring that you're making sure that your nutrition in regards to helping your detoxification pathways are up. So ensuring you're getting enough fiber into your diet to help estrogen detox, ensuring you're getting enough stuff like calcium D-glucarate, which can help. When it comes strictly for the lower abs and the abs in general, it's going to be a little bit more, especially for men, it's going to be a little bit more of a consistency and keeping yourself on track and patience. Because for men, we store our fat predominantly more in the abdominal region, so it can be a little bit of a pain in the butt to get rid of. But something to keep in mind is a little bit of patience, ensuring that overall a caloric deficit is being adhered to so that you're not going to be storing any fat. For some people, they might respond well to a little bit more of like a intermittent fast so that it can help their body be a little bit more insulin sensitive. So something that can help with your insulin sensitivity will also benefit you here. So while you're eating nutrition wise, I personally like cinnamon. It tastes good, it adds flavor to things, and it also helps to upregulate and help to improve your body's insulin sensitivity. So those are things I like to do when it comes to like the supplementation and nutrition. Training wise, you just need to ensure that you're having a high amount of kind of overall volume. Something to keep in mind as well is a lot of people, they like to beat the same horse of what they're doing training and conditioning wise a little too much here. So they'll try to beat themselves into the ground doing high intensity interval training or repeat sprints. But something to keep in mind is HIIT style training is very stressful for the body. So if you're not getting enough high quality sleep, you're basically just running yourself into the ground and not helping yourself at the end of the day. You're making it harder and harder for your body. You want to make it so that your body is in the easiest spot possible for it to lose fat. Easiest way to do this, change up what you're doing a little bit. If you're doing a whole bunch of high intensity interval training, might be time to do a little bit of cardio. I know, something trainers like to shy away from and be all, oh, I only do high intensity interval training. Sometimes you need the aerobic work. Yes, anaerobic work is going to overall burn more energy, but aerobic work does predominantly just use fatty acids for energy use. All right, so interesting question. Hi, how are you doing with social distancing? Not being able to actually work is kind of driving me up the wall. I'm not someone that doesn't like to work. I enjoy working. I'd rather be working than not. Not just from a financial point of view, but just I'd much rather just be doing that than not doing it. So that's basically how it's going with that. I'm hoping that all these restrictions start to let up in the very near future. All right, so what are your fitness goals? Currently, my fitness goals are basically just make sure that I get myself out walking, walking for at least an hour, hour and a half a day. If I get the opportunity to, going in and doing a quick little lift, just stuff to kind of keep my mind, keep the blood flow, using body weight if need be, whether it's push-ups, squats, doing some inverted rows off the table, doing some dips off the couch, or working on a little bit of handstand work. Now that the weather's starting to turn out to be a little bit nicer, like tomorrow here in Ottawa, it's going to be something like 20 degrees. and that's supposed to be the same all weekend. So hopefully I can start to work on getting my own personal conditioning back up, because that's something that's fallen off for me since I stopped doing track. I'm nowhere near in the same kind of shape I was back then. I don't need to be, but I'd like to kind of get a little bit of that back. So one of my goals this year is definitely to get a little bit more of that general fitness back up, being able to just, when I'm working with athletes, still be able to get out there and show the young kids, yeah, I'm only 30, but show the kids that, hey, you might be 18, 19, 20, but I'm still going to whoop your ass. So it's one of those just personal pride things I take pride in. So I got to get myself back out onto a track, or get my bike out now that the roads are a little bit cleared up and cleaned. So those are kind of my fitness goals right now. For the most part, it's just keep myself healthy, taking care and hammering down on the nutrition part, getting some protein in at each meal, keeping as active as I can, so that even when all these restrictions are in place, I'm not allowing myself to regress too much. Something that a lot of people right now are just doing is sitting on their ass. Something that everyone needs to do: get outside and go for a damn walk. Even if it's half an hour, start with that. Gradually move it up. If you're at home all day, walk around the house, get outside, walk around your neighborhood. The sun is going to be good for you. Now that in the northern latitudes we're starting to get some of the benefits of sunlight, nicer weather, you're going to be able to just wear t-shirts, maybe some shorts, depending on your personal tolerance to cold, but you're going to be able to get outside and start to get some of that nice vitamin D. So that's basically my fitness goals right now. Overall, it's just try to use a little bit of exercise to stay sane, because right now the world's gone crazy. Other than that, that's basically everything when it comes to my fitness goals. It's just get my conditioning up. When all the COVID stuff ends, I'm going to try to get my strength back. I want to get back to being able to squat 4 plates, deadlift nearly 5 plates. Those are a couple kind of personal goals I'm going to have going forward, and it's just going to be, I just want to hammer it. I want to pull 5 plates off the ground. I'm tired of being stuck around where I was, but it's because I haven't put the work in. Consistency is key. No matter what your goal is, fitness-wise, nutrition-wise, weight loss, muscle gain, consistency is the number one thing to achieve it. Alright, thank you for watching right to the end of this video. If you'd like to see more content by me, click the subscribe button here, and for another YouTube suggested video by me, click here. And if you liked what you saw today, don't forget, click the little like button below. Until next time, Coach Tony, Risling Podium Performance.